guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know what this is already. So today I'll be talking about how my redeployment failed. I was having a conversation with someone a couple of weeks ago, then she just brought this thing up that, okay, why not share your service year story with us? But deep down I was like, service year has been long. But then I had to think about it. Then I noticed that I still have the ginger and there's still something inside of me to even talk about this thing, because there's so many interesting things that actually happened that I'd like to talk about. And also, I think this the story about my NYSC to be probably in episodes. So like now, today I talk about my redeployment, maybe the next I can just talk about something else, okay? But it won't be like a download of the whole story. Like I'll just try to just pick it like one after the other, okay? So to start with, I had a very different plan for my service, and I had a place in mind that I was going to serve, how and why. Okay, so after my second HIT, I had my second HIT between July 2019 to September 2019. That was in NTA Parliament, Abuja. So okay, shout out to my brother and friend, Mr. Steven Aditsu. Like, he was one of the people that resourceful that I got connected with, and he really made the processing to secure a space there for me very, very easy. So long story cut short, I stayed with my aunt and her husband, the children, the family, amazing people. They made my stay like very fantabulous for me. And so when I was about leaving, when I was almost completing my IT, then a husband connected me to a particular person, like a very phenomenal person in NTA. And when I met with him, he told me, okay, now that you're completing your IT, you're resuming your final year. I said, yes, sir. It was like, okay, maybe after school, when you're ready for your NYSC, you will still like to serve here or something, or anywhere around Abuja. Like, if there's any help I can render. And it gave me this assurance, and I'm like, wow. So, and because I know that this person has a very strong connection with my aunt's husband, like, it was like a done deal, okay? So, on getting back home, so my aunt told me that they had somebody who is like a brother to them, that the person will actually help me with my redeployment when it's time, if I'm not posted to Abuja, okay? So like everything is like said, so that I didn't need to bother myself. So actually I didn't get to talk about it, but one thing that's very important for me, and that's why the summary or the title of this my NYSC journey will be all that you need to know before, during, and after your service year. For the non-Nigerians that are watching this video, service year for us in Nigeria, after your college or your university education, then you have a compulsory 1 year service to serve the fatherland, okay? It's called NYSC, that's Nigeria Youth Service Corps, alright? So that's what we do, like you'll be posted to a different state far away from home, okay, to go and serve your fatherland. So that's what NYSC is all about, if you're not Nigeria watching this. And if you're in Nigeria, you don't know this, like, I know you are playing, okay? So that was it for me. I resumed back to school for my final year. I was done and all of that. Actually, COVID sent us out of school in 2020. So I was supposed to graduate June 2020 if everything was normal. But then because of the COVID and everything, I wrote my final exams at home, and I finished August 17, 2020 to be precise. So fast forward to September. On the norm, I should start my service year October 2020. But the scripture speaking says that all things will work together for good for them that love the Lord and are called according to His purpose. For somebody like me, I have my life planned out. Like I already said, okay, October 2020, I start my service year. By September 2021, I'm done, and all of those things. But then God had something different. So service year, no discussion around that. COVID here and there, the pandemic, lockdown, and all of that. So that was what the 2020 was all about. So now January came, February 2021 now. So that February 2021, I think, yes, February 2021, January 2021, I started my retreat. I used to have a retreat at the beginning of the year, a personal retreat, to just know, God, what are you saying about this thing and all that. So along the line, I fell sick and I had to stop it. So I decided not to continue from where I stopped because I fell sick. So I had to start all over again. So I started doing speaking. I was enjoying it. Then God was communicating some things for me, my assignment for my service here, I loved it. Like I embraced it with so much joy. And I'm like, okay, I think I'm getting ready for service, because everybody's mindset about these things, like it's totally different. Some people want to, go and serve in another state so they can flex, so they can meet new friends. Me, I don't even like friends. I have to say, that's why my friends are very few. On a more serious note, I don't. Well, it's a very good thing to meet new people, but you know what I enjoy personally, because you have to add me up to my contact list. I have enough people already. I think that thing is bad, but I think, sure. So that was it for me. I was getting ready. God was communicating some things I need to do during my service, and I'm like, okay, Daddy, we got this. And I remember February 1st, to be precise, I spoke to my spiritual father and one of my brothers, and I told them, see, this was what told me, and it was like wonderful. Like, do you have an idea when you'll be going for service? I said, I don't know yet, I did not say anything yet at all. So towards the end of February, I heard that the Senate list was high and all of that, so I checked, I saw my name and all of that. So I was going to start my registration. I think I said a bit of this in one of my videos when I was talking about my divine assignment, because the day I started my NYSC registration, there's a particular question they used to ask. I think I can't really place it, but like they used to call it maybe a secret question or something. So you have to give a specific answer. Then the answer you give is what you will use. Like next time you still want to revisit that portal. So I forgot mine. So when I started on my phone already before I went to the cafe. So when I got to the man's place, the man was like, okay, so what was the answer you provided me? I was giving him like different things. So along the line, we started changing my meal. Like we opened like maybe 4 or 5 meals for me that day. We're just using different part of my name, putting it together. Eyiwumi Esther, Eyiwumi, Eyiwumi, all those things. Like, is it the email? We never knew there was the question. That question tag that had an issue. I don't know if anybody can place it. Like, there's a particular question that they used to ask. I don't know, like, if you can still recollect. Yeah. So that was where the problem was. So that we could not complete it, I was bothered, I was worked up. And I'm like, God, am I not going for this service again? So like, guys, for real, we tried all we could that day. Like, it wasn't working. So I had to go back the following day. And when I went the following day, like, it was like, okay, calm down. So what was the answer you provided? You said this stuff on your phone. So I was like, I'm not sure. Can we try coin? So the moment we entered coin, like, but I just opened, like, I'm like, Jesus, like the page opened, and I'm like, wow, this is what I've been keeping us. And that was like the 3rd day. For sure, like people have already jam-packed the site because people had been waiting. COVID kept a lot of people. Like that was like over like almost a year. Like COVID lockdown started March 2020, and now posting was February 2021. Like, so you can imagine. I mean, the portal opened February 2021, so like everybody like was on the page. So like deep down, I was thinking, I'm not sure I'll go with this stream, because like so many people had already gone online. Me, I'm still struggling with answering one question that will give me an access to my page, and so that was it. So he told me to come back a few days after for my green slip. So when I got my green slip, my aunt called my dad, and she told my dad that I should give her a call. So I gave her a call, and she was like, I should send the code on my slip to her. I was like, I don't have any code, because I wasn't familiar with what I was supposed to send or what that was all about. So I just told her I've not gotten the code. So she was like, once I get the code, I should send it to her. But in between, I was like, God, I just want my posting to be to that state that you have in mind for me. I don't want to pick Abuja. I don't want it to be. I just want your will to prevail, because now you've given me an assignment for my service here, and I want you to place me where I'll be able to fulfill the assignment according to the plans that you have. So that was all I had in my head, and I was like, when I get the green slip, I'll send it to her. That if God doesn't want me in Abuja, then it's not going to work, okay? So I even forgot or something like that. So I went for my medical fitness, and this medical fitness is what I'm missing. They used to work it out for some people, but my dad said you have to do something legit. So you're going to the hospital, and I shall went. So I was calling back when I got a message from one of my brothers, and was like, I checked your portal for you. You're not going with this badge. And I was like, okay, with this stream. And this is badge H stream 1, you're going with badge H stream 2, and that would be by me. I was like, me a long kilo shelling. So it was like it's because of the Muslim fast that would be between March and April. So so the camp will open by May, and I was like, all right, that it's all okay. So then I got home, then I was nervous, and I'm like, God, so when am I going to start this on this service, like I'm not even going anytime soon. What will I be doing? Then God reminded me of my divine assignment. He said, your assignment before this service. I said, see God, follow God, bro. Like, follow God. And I was like, it is well with my soul. So that was all I could say, because I can't even get angry at that point again. Like, I was just trying to keep my cool. So fast forward, and I could remember that February, like I was having dreams about street children, like back to back. You can go and check my video on how I assumed my divine assignment. I don't need to like go back to that, so I'm just trying to do a bit of a recap. So you can go, I can drop the description to the video in the, the link to the video in the description below. So I was just, waiting on God, and I was praying. So it was time, third week in March. So I went to HSK, Home Street Kids with Initiative. So I was with them for 2 months. When it was April ending, I came back home. So it was May 15 on a Saturday that I saw my call-up letter, and I said I was posted to Cross River State. Then I got a call from my aunt again. Then my aunt was like, oh, but why we told you to send you a state code or a code? They share one code. Is it state code now? There's a code. There's a particular code. It's called something, but I can't remember. I'm trying to remember it now. See, 2021 is far. Don't stress me. So like, she was like, you were supposed to send that code to us. That's what we're supposed to use for your redeployment and everything. And I said, ma, I've not gotten it. So I gave my call-up letter. She said no. She said no, your call-up letter. It's actually on your green slip, and you had your green slip with you since February. I was like, I didn't know. But all along I saw God in this whole thing that was playing out. Like God wasn't it. God was fully seated and waiting for me. Wait, go and do your thing and come back. It was so interesting all along, Sha. Like, so I was like, oh, ma. So she was like, so you're going, okay. She was not like, okay, you will camp in Cross River, then you come and serve in Abuja. I was like, all right, ma, that's how it's going to be. The truth is actually that a part of me was in Abuja, because I feel like it's green on that other side, okay? And there are plans already on ground, like I told you guys earlier. But then, like God said, no, I have something different in mind for you. So auntie, come here and sit. Hey. So me, I was watching the drama that was happening. So for me, I was like, if I go to Abuja is home. I don't really know anybody in Cross River. But I was still saying, God, your will be done. Anywhere you want me to be, just take me there. So, but my mommy was so nervous. Cross River is far. And it's true. Hey, Cross River is far. Like, we have to travel. Okay. When I went to camp, it was 1 day. But anytime I traveled back by road, like it was 2 days journey. It was 2 days. Like, kind of like, God, I beg. Like, So as like all along, I was still praying, God, let your will be done and everything. I went to camp May 18, and after doing all the checking in and everything, I was sitting on the bed after getting an accommodation. After I was given a hostel, the room, the bed number, everything and all of that. When I got in, I was just sitting on the bed. Then I just heard within my spirit that God was communicating to me that I have made preparation available for you here. And I was like, wow, thank you, Lord. That was all I said. Then later on, like I was just praying under my breath. Then the Lord said to me, like I can't really remember the exact word, but it was something like, this is your state, you are staying here. And I was like, God, your will be done. My parents' mind is in Abuja, because there were plans, there were discussions about this and all of that. I was sure that, but I know that I'm not worthy enough to convince my parents. So like definitely I'll just leave it to God. Lord, you told me this, then you don't have to minister to them, because my parents, they don't have problem. If it is God, they will just they will release you to do anything God is leading you or instructing you to do. So I was like, okay, let it be. All right. I was just like, okay, I was there. So the next day, I did my registration. I wore my white and white. I was with my platoon members and everything. So in the evening, I just got a call from my aunt. I was like, good evening, it was her husband. I picked the call, and he was like, how are you doing and all that. It was like, there's a bad news. I was like, oh. He said the redeployment doesn't look like it's going to work, because we sent this code late. We requested for it all along and everything. I was like, I know the mistake is on my part. I never knew that the code was on my green slip that I would have sent it and all that. Then he told me something. He said he had worked in Calabar before, that if they're going to post me to Calabar and not any other local government in Cross River State, that I'm going to enjoy my stay. I was like, okay. So it was like, would you like to stay there or you like to redeploy to another state? Abuja is out of it. And I was like, okay, sir. No, I think I'll just stay back. So my aunt collected a phone from him. Then she was like, you are going to enjoy that place if you want to stay back. So there won't be any problem. For me, it doesn't sound normal, okay? Like I can see God because I know what he told me the previous night. So like I was not so surprised. I was just wondering that wow, God, like really. So I wasn't like, thank you, Dad and Mom. I'm going to call my dad and mom now. Then I'll talk to them. I really appreciate you, Ma. I really appreciate this. And then I said, no problem. That they will also call my parent. Like once they drop the call, now that they will give my parent a call, then they will talk to them about it and all that. So I just gave them some time to speak to my parents. So like a few minutes after, I also called them at home. In fact, I was about calling them when my dad's call came in. The dad was like, baby girl, how you doing? I'm like, I'm very well. So it was like, okay, so your dad and mom in Abuja just called. I have parents everywhere. So they were like, your parents in Abuja just called and they explained things to us and all that. I said, yes, daddy. So it was like, okay, no problem. Would you like to stay there? I was shocked because I know daddy and mommy, they feel like that place is too far and all of that. And then he started saying something. See, it's now only God if you do these things though. Because after all, my stay in Calabar like is such an experience for me. You know, it's beyond just going there to talk. I did not even go to, I know they come out. Now once in a while they drag me outside, I would go inside the house and not send anybody. They had it fine. So, you know, I had a very great experience and I don't want to be jumping inside story. Calm down. See, how God altered my redeployment is still beyond me. But one thing I know, when God is keeping you somewhere, has made provision available for you, He will preserve you, security, everything that you need. You will never lack anything because you are at the right place and God is placing you there at the right time. That's where He wants you to be, okay? That is first thing. But the part that you need to play, that you still can't play alone, that can help you to play that part, is that when you're at the right place at the right time, you need God to help you to be doing the right things. Because in the right thing that you're doing there is where you find fulfillment. So it is very, very important that you know what God has in mind for you and His plans for you before your service year, during the service year. Like now, like camping is part of my service year, okay? Because like this, like my 21 days experience before going for the main thing, okay? So like, and God was already working things out. I actually thought I was just going to Cross River to camp, then I will redeploy, but then like it did not work. How God altered this like this. When people hear me talk about it, they're always like, wow, and I'm like, yes, like that was how it happened. I didn't have to convince my parents. God just sorted everything, like no wahala at all. So like this is how God works, and if God can do it for me, because I feel like many times some of us we just want, oh, I've heard about Pahibam State, I want to go to Akwa State. Oh, I've heard about Nasarawa, I love Nasarawa. Oh, I've heard about this place, I want to. What is God's plan? What does He have in mind for you? His plans are always more beautiful and perfect than those things that you're cooking up in your head. I'm telling you. So after her, like that was how it was for me. My redeployment didn't work, you know, and I see God, like God is actually part of it. So what is that thing that you need to let go? And you have to let go. You need to let go. Because if I eventually forced my way into Abuja, I didn't know what would have happened. But I know God wanted me in Calabar and I stayed. Like He worked it out by Himself because I'm like, God, I'm putting myself out. I can convince these people to do the work for me. And He did. So like I feel like this is one of the things that is very profound for me as part of my service here, which I think I will share with you. And you know, I won't be able to talk about all the NYSC, but then I will just speak the important things and you know I'll share with you. So you guys watch this corner for more amazing content about my service here. I'll try to be brief, but you know I will always try to hit the point each time I drop the videos here. So do well to like this video, share, comment, and also if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, you're totally wrong. So quickly click on the subscribe button right away and also on the notification bell to get notified each time a new video drop. I'll look out and catch you guys in my next video. Till then, bye.